clap.
Wait, let me do that again. 3, 2, 1. Damn it.
You want me to clap?
Yeah. 3,
watch.
2,
listen to this shit.
1. Yeah.
These hands are made for clapping.
And that's just what they'll
That's
do.
just what one of these days, these hands are gonna clap all over you. Welcome back.
Oh, welcome back, Corny Nation, to a very special episode. And honestly, it's not a very special episode.
I think every episode is special.
Every episode is special.
Because you're here.
Wait, did you point to me or the camera?
You.
I am kind of special. All right, let's do this. Today, what are we doing?
We're doing a movie quiz.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
BuzzFeed's very own BuzzFeed Quiz Party Trivia Edition. It is
Quiz Party.
This is not an easy movie trivia quiz, so I'll be impressed if you get at least 12 of the 18 right.
Impressed. Before we dive in, you want to tell us all about your little guy?
This is a porg. A porg.
A what?
It's called a porg. That's the name.
That's the name of it?
They're porgs.
They couldn't come up with anything else besides a porg?
A porg.
It just sounds like a bunch of letters smashed together to make a word.
They're so cute, though. Look at that.
All right, well, I guess it's a porg.
It's a porg.
Are porgs in the movie a bunch?
In Last Jedi, there's quite a few of them.
I don't remember them. What do they do?
This. They're just there. They're just the cute critter.
Do they assist in any way? Is there any like storyline development?
They are just there. They just needed a cute critter to sell.
How do you know they're called porgs? Is someone like, oh my gosh,
no,
look at that porg?
All the marketing stuff for them just says porg.
But anywhere in the movie, do they say the word porg?
No, I don't think so.
Listeners, call in if they don't say the word porg in Last Jedi.
George Lucas decided they were just called porgs. That's what he did. He went, yeah, those are porgs.
Excuse me, can we all settle down?
Yippee. That's a callback. You have to watch other videos to understand that joke.
Anyway, porg guy, you said you got a good sweet deal on porg.
I got this at a thrift store for $1.11.
Wow.
Looked online, and they sell these at Disney because it's got a little magnet in his butt. They shoved a magnet in his butt.
Yeah, classic.
And that way you can sit it on your shoulder. $35 at Disney.
Wow, what a steal.
He's missing the magnet that sticks to your shoulder, but I think I could just get any old magnet and just
plop it on.
But I don't even need it for my shoulder. I want to look how cute he is.
He's cuter than my.
I guess I could have him on my shoulder in the podcast.
Yeah, that would have been better actually, but that's okay.
Next time, next video.
Do you want to give a shout out to the thrift store if they're listening?
Goodwill. Thank you. I get a lot of things from Goodwill.
I thought when you first told me the story, I thought it was like a local.
No, it's Goodwill.
Like mom and pop.
No, it's Goodwill. The big one. I always go to Goodwill.
The Walmarts of thrift stores.
Yeah. Do you want to know what else I got?
What?
Do you ever play the Seen It games?
Yeah.
Like the DVD movie trivia?
Yeah.
We got one called Seen It Squabble. You can see it over there.
Squabble?
It is the most sexist game I've ever played in my life.
Wait, why?
It's boys versus girls, and there's a die where like it'll ask boy-related questions or girl-related questions, and every boy question's like cars, tools, and girl questions are like fashion,
shoes,
cooking, and it's so.
Sarah and I played it the other
day, and oh my god,
we should play it. We should play it.
It's incredible. That's all I'll say.
All right. Well, today's episode is sponsored by Goodwill. Where you can find
Seen It,
where you can find your sexist Seen It's.
Seen It. They're gone now. They don't make Seen It games anymore. But I want to get all of them.
Seen It altogether is gone.
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's kind of sad.
We looked it up because we were like, they have. I was like, when was the last time you saw a Seen It game somewhere?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's thrift stores because people are done with it. I want to eventually collect them all through thrift stores.
Got to catch them all.
Seen It. Seen It.
That's interesting. Speaking of Seen It, I am terrible at trivia, like just the worst. So this,
and we're about to do
is not going to
movie
go
trivia.
well.
So You're about to be really helpful.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, we are doing this together. Unlike our other videos where we compete, that got a little too heated.
We're a team.
If you notice, we haven't posted in a while. We had a long disagreement and hatred for each other after those heated
I pooped
games.
in his pillowcase.
Wait, that was you?
And I blamed it on the critters.
You blamed it on the cat?
Yeah.
We don't have a cat.
We don't have a cat, man. I don't know how it got in here.
It's so large for a cat.
No, I shaved it down. I made it smaller. I made it cat size.
You took the
I took the time to make it cat size. So you're even more confused. Like, how did a cat get in here? I don't know.
man.
I guess we left the window open.
Well, I'm glad that's cleared up. Anyway,
Movie quiz.
Movie quiz trivia.
Aaron, as we know, hates movies.
I love movies.
And he's really bad at remembering details from them.
Yeah, I'm bad about remembering details of life.
Yeah.
So let's dive in. You want to
He
do it?
doesn't even know that he has a mom and dad. He forgot.
I forgot.
He was like, I have parents. All right. You ready for question one?
Question one, bring it, baby.
Play along. If you...
I thought you were talking to me. I was like, that's the whole reason we're doing
I'm
this.
telling them to play along.
Play along.
So if you
Play
know
along.
it, shout the answer. You want to do
What?
this like an episode of Dora?
Do
Do you know? Muy bien.
We don't have to be.
That's how Dora does it.
Yeah, but we don't have to. Anyway, all right.
Which famous British comedian voiced Zazu in The Lion King?
I'm going to be honest. If the question was, who is Zazu in The Lion King, I would know the answer
The
to that.
blue bird, you would be like, Zazu? Thank God they put a
Zizawat?
picture. So do you think it was voiced by Stephen Fry,
Okay.
Rowan Atkinson, or Alan Carr?
So I'm glad they gave us choices. This makes
because
it a
I
little
know the
easier.
answer.
Do you really?
I want to see if you know what the answer is.
Man, I have no clue. The only name that looks familiar is Alan Carr.
So you think it's Alan Carr?
But I don't know yet. Stephen Fry looks like a good name.
Mm-hmm.
Rowan Atkinson?
Yeah.
I've never seen that name before, so don't know. I don't even know if that's a real person. And if you are a real person, my apologies, because I know you're listening. I feel like Alan Carr is like a singer, though. Oh, I guess he does sing in this. Alan Carr, locked in.
Okay. It's Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean.
It's Mr. Bean.
Don't worry, I clicked on the right answer because I didn't want us to get the softball pitch wrong. It's Rowan Atkinson. You were like, I think it's a made-up name. I was like, no, that's Mr. Bean.
So, two things here. One, I never knew that was Mr. Bean's name. Two, that's blowing my mind that he voiced. I never knew this.
Yeah. There's a new show on Netflix where it's called like Man versus Bee, and it's him just getting into hijinks trying to kill a bee.
Is it like current or is it an older?
No, it just came out like this year. I want to watch it.
We
I
gotta
watched
watch
the trailer.
it. Let's watch it and do an episode.
It looks
on
incredible.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. Man, sorry, Mr. Bean. I didn't know that was your name.
All right.
And all my listeners, all our listeners.
Oh my God, that was so rude. All
sorry.
right, number 2. Which actor in one of their first roles played a young Wendy Darling in Hook? You've not seen this one, have you?
I have. I just don't remember anything about it. Wait, this is the one where they eat imaginary food?
Yes.
Okay, so I remember this scene.
He grows up. He goes back. Robin Williams is
Yeah.
Peter Pan. He goes back to the real world. He grows up and he becomes an adult, and now he has to go back.
What is the name?
Hook.
Wendy? No.
Wendy Darling.
Darling? Is that the last name?
So, who played young Wendy?
Right, I just didn't know
In
Wendy
Hook.
Darling was...
Yeah, it's the main girl's
I just thought it was
last name.
I didn't know that was the
Wendy
last
Darling.
name. Wendy Darling.
Was it Gwyneth Paltrow, Cameron Diaz, or Jennifer Garner?
Do you know the answer to this?
I don't actually, and I like this movie. I just can't think of it.
When did this movie come out? Do we know?
Hook, in the 90s.
I was just trying to pick the youngest out of that.
I was gonna look it
grouping.
up, but I'm afraid it'll
Oh,
pop up
yeah,
exactly
it'll
who
pop
this
up.
is.
Wait, okay, Gwyneth Paltrow, Goop,
Yeah,
Cameron Diaz.
and
I haven't
Jennifer
seen her in anything.
Garner.
Jennifer Garner. I'm torn between Gwyneth Paltrow and Jennifer
Her
Garner.
name's Gwyneth Paltrow.
What did I
not
say?
Gwyneth. You said Gwyneth Paltrow.
Guinness.
I've got a good
Gwyneth
feeling
Paltrow.
about the Goop.
See, that's my gut is telling me Jennifer, but my brain tells me Gwyneth. You want to do Gwyneth?
Big brain.
Big brain.
We did it.
Congrats.
This film was actually directed by her godfather, Steven Spielberg.
Godfather. What
The Godfather. The Godfather.
The Godfather
was
himself.
a completely different movie. Stupid.
That was a nice little tidbit.
Which of the following is not true about Star Wars: A New Hope?
Oh, wow. This is good. This is good. This is good.
Almost every studio passed on making it. I feel like that is... I don't know.
That sounds like... Cause
because at the time,
original
like,
IP,
hell no.
yeah.
George Lucas gave up an extra directing fee in exchange for the merchandising and sequel rights.
I know that one's not true because the opposite happened, right?
I don't know.
I think the opposite happened.
The film won Best Picture Oscar at the 1978
no, that
Academy
did not
Awards.
happen.
No Oscar?
No Oscar. And George Lucas did the opposite. I thought we talked about this where on the second, the first episode 1, 2, and 3, he was like, no, I'm taking a merchandise deal because I got screwed last time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go almost every studio pass because that makes the most sense. Because why would any major studio want this movie? Because it was a risk.
So this is
original IP.
not true. So you think every studio passed?
Oh, this is not true.
Yeah.
Oh.
So do you think it won an Oscar?
Dude, there's no way. Wait, not for Best Picture. Not for Best. It might have won an Oscar, but not maybe sound design.
All right. Well, I'm going with that one. I'm going with you.
Yeah.
We did it.
Nice.
Correct. It did not win the Best Pop Picture Oscar.
Wow. So did it win anything?
Well, Star Wars: A New Hope was nominated for Best Picture.
Wow, it was nominated.
It lost to Annie Hall.
I did not know that. Interesting.
Who did Steven Spielberg originally want for the role of Dr. Alan Grant in Jurassic Park?
Oh boy.
Kevin Costner, Harrison Ford, or Tom Hanks?
I would say Harrison Ford. He just seems that type to me.
Came out in the 90s.
I feel like Tom Hanks would have been too young.
That's
Maybe not.
true.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Well, 90s was Gump.
Yeah, he looked a little
Jurassic
young.
Park came out in 94.
I'm gonna say Harrison Ford.
We're going forward?
When did Star Wars come out?
70s.
So Harrison Ford was already. Yeah. Wait. Sorry. When did Indiana Jones come out?
80s.
Okay, Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford? Correct!
Nice,
During a special
nice,
screening
nice.
of the 30th anniversary of Raiders of the Lost Ark, Steven Spielberg, who was there along with Harrison, told the crowd he had offered him the role, and he turned him down.
Wow, interesting.
All right, I've never seen this movie,
Oh, it's one of my favorite movies.
so it's all on you.
All right.
Which of these facts is true about The Departed?
You know, I don't rewatch movies very often. I would rewatch this one with you.
Thank
It's
you.
so
Let's
freaking
do it
good.
sometime.
Okay.
Martin Scorsese had been wanting to make it since the early 90s.
Okay.
It's a remake of a Hong Kong film, or Robert Redford was everyone's first choice to play Frank Costello.
Okay, the remake of Hong Kong.
Remake of a Hong Kong film, yeah? What's the film about?
It's a gangster movie.
Okay.
It's a gangster movie with a lot of twists and turns without giving anything away.
Okay, yeah, so don't give it away if we're going to watch it sometime.
And man, it has a full cast too. I don't know. And it's which one is true or not true?
True.
Which one of these is true? I'm gonna go
When did this come out? You know? Good to guess?
probably mid 2000s. I would guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a remake of Hong Kong.
It's a remake of a Hong Kong film. Ready?
Yep.
We are correct.
Wow.
It's a remake of a critically acclaimed Hong Kong film. The original was a 2002 movie titled Infernal Affairs.
All right, we gotta watch that one too. Well, you should see
The Departed
The
first.
Departed first,
Okay.
because I don't want to give anything away.
Ooh,
Number 6.
damn. I might ask Sarah for help. Which of these facts is true about The Nightmare Before Christmas?
Jack.
Tim Burton didn't direct it. Disney delayed the release of it because of Hocus Pocus. And Danny Elfman does the speaking voice of Jack Skellington.
I don't know who voiced Jack. But I could also see Disney delaying it because of Hocus Pocus, because it's similar. Wait, but did Nightmare Before Christmas release as a Disney film, or was it acquired by Disney?
It's a Disney film. It released as Disney. What's this? What's this?
Da, 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 da.
What's this? What's this? I was never a Nightmare Before Christmas kid.
Really? I liked it. I still like it.
I'm pretty sure Tim Burton directed it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have delayed. They would have just done it all at once.
You think there's very similar vibes?
No, they don't even talk about Christmas in Hocus Pocus.
I have no idea who voiced
Danny
him.
Elfman.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Wrong! Oh, first one wrong.
Tim Burton did not direct the movie. The movie's based on a story and characters that Tim created. But the film is directed by Henry Selick. Tim did produce the film, though. Wow.
Fascinating. I did not know that.
I didn't either.
That blows my mind a little bit.
I was
in a good way.
sure. Because it's Tim Burton's
That's like-
The Nightmare Before
right.
Christmas. Wow.
Wow.
All
Good
right.
one. All right, number 7.
Which
Give
of
it to me.
these facts is not true about Coming to America? You haven't seen this, have you?
I have, but again, I don't remember anything about it. It's been a long time.
Paula Abdul choreographed the grand entrance dance scene.
I mean, I could see
It
that.
was the first film where Eddie Murphy played multiple characters. Janet Jackson turned down the role of Lisa McDowell. So this
Does he play multiple roles in it?
is not true.
I'm going to say Janet Jackson.
I said Janet. I'm going with you. Correct!
Yeah!
Janet Jackson did not turn down the role. She neither auditioned for it nor was offered the role. Wow.
Wow, way to get us, BuzzFeed.
Which actor was originally cast as Juliet opposite Leonardo DiCaprio in Romeo plus Juliet? Have you ever seen this one? I love this one.
I hate
I
it
love
so
this
much.
one.
Why?
Oh, I thought it was so good.
You can't understand what they're saying.
You just don't think good. Aaron don't think they're good.
We had to watch it in 11th grade.
We watched it in 9th grade.
Sophomore years.
I own this movie.
Why?
It's good.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, this is such a bad movie.
Word for art, though.
Oh my gosh, dude. But see, that's the
Through
thing.
thy yonder window break.
You can listen and read Shakespeare, and to me, it's a foreign language. It's like watching something in Hebrew. I don't know what's happening.
Hebrew. Are you ready for the options?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Kate Winslet, Liv Tyler, and Natalie Portman.
The only reason I think it's Liv Tyler
Yeah?
is because they look similar.
Okay.
So I'm basing on casting
Tyler?
and...
Now, was this was before Titanic, right?
Oh, you're asking the wrong person.
I think it's before Titanic. I'm going to sound really stupid if I ask this and you don't know.
What?
Kate Winslet was the girl from Titanic, right?
Oh, I have no clue.
Okay. So I could see Kate Winslet if this was after Titanic, because they want to capture that. Remember when these two were in Titanic together?
Yeah.
But that's the only reason. If it was before that, I don't think I could see it.
I don't know, man.
You going for Liv?
Yeah, but that's so. There's no. Besides, I think they look.
feel good about it. Wrong. Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. Wow.
Was
Shout out
forced to
to
drop
Natalie.
out
Forced? Why?
after executives saw the rehearsals and thought she looked way too young.
Wow, really?
So then they made her date a child in Star Wars. They made her fall in love with a child in a Phantom Menace.
Like, you look too young for this, but
You're
you know
too
what?
young
You'd be
for this.
perfect
But
for
you
it.
know what? There's a 5-year-old that we want to set you up with.
Wow. forced because she looked young. That's interesting. All right, number 9.
Which of these facts is true about Scream? It was originally called Scary Movie. I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I doubt that.
They originally wanted Heather Locklear to play Gail Weathers. And this one's a long one. Denise Richards was forced to drop out of the role of Casey Becker after Drew Barrymore wanted that role instead of the role of Sydney. Now, usually on multiple choice tests, I will pick the longest answer. So I feel good about the longest answer
here.
Oh, wrong! The title was originally Scary Movie.
Wow. So the Scary Movie franchise even took that. That's pretty amazing they did that.
The title changed before the movie began production.
Wow.
Which actor was cast as Marty McFly in Back to the Future before being let go and replaced by Michael J. Fox?
Interesting.
I do know this one.
Do you?
I do. Okay. So our options are Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez, and Eric Stoltz.
The only person I know on this list is Rob Lowe, and I know he had some issues in his career. I'm going Rob Lowe.
You do know who Emilio Estevez is.
Who?
Charlie Sheen's brother. The Breakfast Club, the job.
Oh, yes.
All right.
I'm still going Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe?
Because that's the only person I know more.
It's Eric Stoltz.
I have no idea who that is.
Mask. You know Mask? The movie was really ugly.
No.
Okay. Well, he's from that. I watched... there's a show I've been telling you to watch, The Movies That Made Us. They do a Back to the Future. Because Back to the Future is my favorite movie. So I watched something about that.
I forgot that's your favorite movie.
And they talk about, like, he was trying to make it way more serious. And he's like, yeah, my character should be having an existential crisis right now. And the Bobs were like, no, it's a funny movie. Stop. So, yeah, the movie's director, Robert Zemeckis, wanted Michael J. Fox originally, but he was on a show, Family Ties, and the guy was like, you can't have him. And so finally they were like, we have to get...
Wow, so they casted...
the story of this is crazy, because he was originally cast, and there's footage of him, but what they did, because this was like weeks into production, and he's like, if I have to start all over, we're not going to be able to make it. So they zoomed through shots where he's in people, and they took time filming shots where he's not in it. And then essentially they had to plug in Michael J. Fox in other places.
I'm just surprised Eric,
Stoltz.
as an actor, the director couldn't go to him and be like, you're doing this not...
He was a pain.
Correct.
Yeah, he was a pain. He didn't want to...
So he was just refusing, because if he's a professional actor, he could change what he's doing.
Yeah, and so they...
Wow, that's fascinating.
But it wasn't like an ill will. He was never like, oh, I hate him. I can't believe they did this to me.
Just not the right fit.
Yeah. And so Michael J. Fox.
Well, I bet he's
perfect.
Hates that he wasn't part of that franchise. Too.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Which of these facts is true about Pretty Woman?
Pretty Woman. I've only seen the first third of this movie.
I've only seen the first one. I was like, I don't know if that's a thing.
I don't know if that's true.
Is true. It's based on a novel titled 3000. Richard Gere flew to LA to beg Julia Roberts to take the role of Vivian, and the original script for it had a dark ending where Edward tosses Vivian out of the car and throws the money he owes her onto her. And this is true? Well, I don't think it's based on a novel titled 3000, because it's based on My Fair Lady, which is based on Pygmalion. So I don't think...
Wow, get it, knowledge.
Well, you know.
I'm somewhat of a
I'm marrying Eliza Doolittle. Did you know that?
I did not know that. That's
Sarah
amazing.
was Eliza Doolittle when we went to college in My Fair Lady.
Did I see that?
I think you were gone.
I was gone.
I think you're gone, but... Yeah. Richard Gere,
that one feels right, but also the last one's kind of ludicrous to be true. So
it's between 2 and 3. 3 long answers.
Long answers. We got to go
You
with
think
the
it
theory.
failed us twice? Correct!
Wow!
We did it! Yes! According to Julia, she was attached to the version of the movie, but thankfully it fell apart and went to Disney and Gary Marshall, who redeveloped the script. Imagine that ending, and he is your buddy.
And take your money,
Take
too.
your buddy with you.
Everyone.
We're like, I did not like the ending of that movie.
I did not see that coming.
His character was so nice throughout the whole film.
I would love to read that original script.
The Little Mermaid is credited with what?
That's an interesting phrased question.
That was my first crush.
Oh, man. The Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid. And then my second one was Lola Bunny. Do I have a weird thing for animal ladies?
Well, it's like 1.5 animals.
Lola Bunny. She's got a mermaid tail.
She becomes human.
Yeah, but I liked the mermaid.
Dude, to this day, The Little Mermaid is my biggest crush of all time.
Really?
Yeah. And
We'll do another episode about our
Arrow.
crushes. All right, being the first animated movie to be nominated for Best Picture Oscar, helping save Disney's animation department and bringing on the Disney Renaissance, saving Disney from a corporate takeover after the financial disaster that was the opening of Disneyland Paris. True. So it's
I don't
credited
think
with
it's the
this.
first one. When did this come out? Do you know?
Little Mermaid had to be 80s.
Because there's no animated films have their own category, best animated.
But if nothing else came out.
Yeah. I think it's got to be either B or C. But I feel like there's something true about the middle one, having bringing on the Disney Renaissance, but I don't think it was The Little Mermaid.
I'm trying to remember the order that things came out in. Because, like, the Renaissance was, like, Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Lion King.
So did Little Mermaid kick it off?
I think it did.
Wow, you think?
I think it did. Let's do it.
I wish I knew what came out.
Oh, we're doing it.
I don't know. I'm scared.
Right!
Wow! I should trust you more often.
Helping save Disney's animation department and bringing on the Renaissance. At the time of its release, 1989, Disney had a huge animated movie and they hadn't done well. They sucked. Sorry, I can't read. They were on the verge of shutting down.
We got there.
Because like you look back at like the ones before this and they weren't bad, but like you don't have your like Lion King's like a cultural phenomenon of a movie.
Yeah. That's interesting. Well, thanks, Little Mermaid.
All right.
All right, 13. Here we
Who
go.
was the only designer to make a cameo in The Devil Wears Prada?
Never seen it.
I have seen this movie, but guess what? I don't know designers. So I would have seen him and had no idea.
I know Ralph Lauren and I know Calvin Klein, but I don't know Valentino. Let's do Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein. Lock it in. Wrong.
Wow.
It was Valentino. Allegedly, other designers chose not to make cameos out of the fear that it would upset Anna Wintour and that they would stop being featured in Vogue.
Ooh,
wow,
juicy.
Which of these facts is true about Clueless? You have not seen Clueless.
I have seen Clueless.
Really?
I have.
Wow, look at you.
Look at that. Look at that.
I hadn't seen it for years. Like I was. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. I saw it for the first time. Yeah.
Huh.
All right. So which of these is true about Clueless? Paul Rudd is an immortal demigod and never ages. That wasn't one of the choices, but that is true. You're looking. You're like,
I was like,
where
did he start at the bottom?
Kerry Washington turned down the role of Dion. Coolio almost passed on them using "Rollin' with the Homies" in the movie.
Rolling.
Amy Heckerling, who wrote and directed the movie, originally pitched Clueless as a TV series for Fox.
Well, I am just clueless. That's all the time we have today, folks. Thanks for coming. Don't forget to tip your waiters.
Did you just come up with that?
Yeah,
That's
on the
awesome.
spot.
You're really funny.
I've been practicing jokes.
I think.
I'm gonna go with the third one.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Correct! Whoa! It was pitched. And the show was titled No Worries.
No worries. Hey, there's
As
no worries. As if.
All right. 15.
Ooh.
Including the 2018 film, how many versions of A Star is Born are there?
Before I look at I think there's 3 or 4.
So bad news. 3, 4, or 5.
I know for sure 3. I
You
know for
think
sure
there's a
3.
fourth?
But my gut tells me there's a 4th.
I haven't seen any of them.
You haven't seen the most recent?
Oh.
Come on, man.
4. Correct!
Yeah, it's been remade a million times.
They made it a bunch. It's 1937. Wow.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Disney originally envisioned Beauty and the Beast as what? A live action movie? As a darker, more dramatic, and non-musical animated movie? Or as an almost 3-hour animated musical that would be a pretty faithful adaptation of La Belle et la Bête by Gabriel Suzanne de Villanova.
I don't know. They've remade Beauty and the Beast several times in like a darker, more
I
romantic.
know, and it was a TV show at one point.
What?
Not Disney's version,
Yeah,
but like the original. It was a TV show.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
So
I don't know what your gut telling you. If we go with the long answer theory, it has to be C. But I'm
feeling the middle one.
That's kind of what I'm leaning towards.
Do
too.
it. Correct!
Wow.
As a darker, more dramatic, non-musical, a 20-minute reel of this movie, which consisted of sketches and was set with temporary vocals, was shown to the chairman of Walt Disney, Jeffrey Katzenberg, who decided to kill it.
Wow. He's like, nah, man.
Like that's not good.
Let's redo.
Black Panther
Number
has
17.
the distinction of which of the following? Being the first superhero film to win the Cannes Film Festivals. Do you know how to say that?
Cans.
No, it's not the bottom word.
Oh, of course. Palme d'Or.
Award. Thank you.
You're
Being
welcome.
the first superhero film to be nominated for a Best Picture Oscar,
It's that one.
and being the fastest Marvel movie to earn $1 billion at the box office.
It's which one is true?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the middle one.
Distinction of which? Correct! It is the first superhero film nominated for a Best Picture Oscar.
What would you look at that?
Look at that.
What would you look at that?
All right.
Oh, here's your
and
boy again.
finally, which of these facts
Is
true about Titanic?
Find out next time.
Titanic.
No, you'll find out now.
The iconic line, "I'm king of the world," was an ad-lib by Leonardo DiCaprio.
Have you ever seen the Family Guy making fun?
Yeah.
Where it's just a dude sitting on. I don't know. That makes me laugh every time. Anyway,
James Cameron was very much against having "My Heart Will Go On" in the movie.
I can see that being
And James
true.
Cameron had to be convinced by the studio to cast Leonardo DiCaprio as Jack.
I don't think that one. I would.
I think it's the first one.
You think
I
so?
do.
Because My Heart Will Go On is so freaking cheesy. And James Cameron's pretty cheesy though. Scared.
My heart will go on. It's the
Let's
first
go
one.
with A.
Damn it!
I told you, son of a! I told you.
We were wrong. Apparently, My Heart Will Go On was too
I told
cheesy.
you,
But
cheesy,
guess what?
man.
This guy that made this is impressed because we got 13 out of 18
Wow.
correct. We scored better than 97% of all other quiz takers.
97%.
I've never been in the 97th percentile of anything.
That's not true. You're in the top 97% of my heart.
Really?
No, that's
So
not
there's
true
3
either.
percentile. So there's more. There's people that are better than me. Who?
Yeah. I don't want to talk about that right now.
Because we already talked about how you forgot how you had parents. So it's not them.
Yeah, it's.
Well, guess what? We got 13 out of 18
I'm
of
proud
these
of you.
correct. We did a good job.
Why
Go
don't you
us.
comment down below?
How did you do?
How did
you
you
know
do?
them all? Because if you say yes, you're a fucking liar.
Yeah, and we won't believe you at all. Actually, and
Nobody
if
knows that
listen
many
to this whole
movies.
thing. Thank you.
But thanks for tagging along with us.
Thanks for tagging along. That's all we got for you on this
For this.
one.
This.
But watch us more, and you will see more. Like and subscribe.
But most importantly,
Go
shuck yourself.